The story of the banned long jump technique revolves around Tuariki Delamere, a New Zealand athlete who pioneered a revolutionary somersault technique in the long jump. Born into a Maori family and excelling academically, Delamere secured a scholarship to Washington State University in the United States, aiming to become an Olympic champion in the long jump, triple jump, and high jump. Despite being relatively untrained, his natural talent stood out. Delamere's introduction to the somersault technique came from his reading and discussions with a biomechanics professor. They concluded that instead of fighting the forward rotation experienced during a long jump, the athlete could embrace it by executing a somersault. This technique was grounded in the idea that all long jumpers actually jump up and backwards to avoid falling on their faces, suggesting that the somersault could be a natural extension of this motion. This newly found somersault technique doesn't defy the laws of physics. Rather, it cleverly leverages them. In traditional long jumping methods like the hitch kick and the hang, athletes work to counteract the natural forward rotation that occurs after takeoff. This is necessary to maintain a balanced and controlled flight, aiming for the longest possible horizontal distance before landing. Delamere's somersault technique, however, embraced this forward rotation instead of fighting it. By executing a somersault, he aimed to use the momentum and rotational energy to potentially enhance the distance of the jump. This technique suggests a different biomechanical approach by fully utilizing the body's motion to potentially gain extra distance. While innovative and intriguing, this technique required precise control and timing, skills that are challenging without a background in gymnastics or similar disciplines. So rather than defying physics, Delamere's approach was an experimental application of the physical principles that govern all motion in athletics. It showed potential for advancing the sport, but also raised safety concerns, leading to its ban.
They tried to say it's dangerous. But if it's dangerous and you've got to ban it, then you better ban gymnastics completely.
Delamere debuted his somersault technique at the Pacific Championships in the LA Coliseum in 1974, shocking everyone, including his teammates. This approach garnered significant attention, landing him on the front page of the LA Times. Despite his lack of gymnastics training and difficulty in timing the landing, Delamere demonstrated the potential of his technique by nearly achieving a record-breaking jump. However, he struggled with the landing, which ultimately reduced his official distance.
If I'd managed to pull this one off here without falling back, that would have been the longest jump in history at sea level.
Despite the promise shown, the somersault technique was banned in 1975, primarily due to safety concerns with landing in the sandpit. Critics compared the ban unfavorably to the acceptance of the Fosbury flop in high jump, arguing that the somersault technique was dismissed too quickly and could have revolutionized long jumping much like the Fosbury flop had for high jumping. Delamere and others believe that if the somersault technique had not been banned, it could have significantly advanced the sport, potentially raising the world record to over 30 feet.
If the somersault hadn't been banned by those old fuddy-duddies who ran world athletics back then, the world record would be over 30 feet now.
They argued that the technique was biomechanically superior and could have added excitement and innovation to track and field. Unfortunately, the ban was quickly instated, making Delamere's groundbreaking attempt a unique but short-lived moment in athletics history, leaving him as the unofficial world record holder for the somersault long jump.
I would love to see them legalize it again, because there's no reason to have made it illegal.